Thank you to all my members. I really appreciate that. If you want to become a member and help support the channel, just hit that join button. Y'all have a great day, and thank you once again from the bottom of my heart. Are you looking for action figures? Then head over to the Chosen Prime. The link is in the description. Just follow that. And man, they got everything your heart desires. Transformers, 5-2 toys, Power Rangers, Turtles, Marvel, DC, statues, whatever you want. Just go over and follow that link, man. You can order everything you want. Just order. Just go over there and order. Well, hey there, everybody. How y'all doing? I hope everybody's having a wonderful day or night, and welcome back to my channel. As always, I'm Deluxe. All right, today I got another awesome Transformer review, and today we'll be taking a look at the MPG, or Masterpiece, MPG-01 Trainbot Shouki. Okay, so I wasn't going to get these guys because I already got the Moon Studios one, and I'm really impressed with those. So I had this one on pre-order. I forgot to unpre-order it, and it was too late. So I had to get this one. So we're going to take a look at them. We'll see if I want to get the other ones or not. But here is the box. Mine got damaged. Like I said, I got it from Amazon Japan. So mine was a little damaged, but I don't keep them in box. But there's the nice pictures. Then you got the MPG-01 Trainbot Shouki. And there you got that side. Then you got the back. You got them in the combined mode right there. You can put the little humans in there in the cockpit. I'll show you that in a little bit. You got the weapons, and that is cool. And then bot mode underneath, stuff I can't read. So very nice. All right, well, let's take a look at what he comes with. All right, first things first, he does come with a little card. And it is a little thin, paper thin, but Trainbot. And then you got some stuff I can't read. And then you got some stats, if you want to read that. But if you can read that, pause for the cause. Go right at it. Instructions. Yeah, they're really small, just like the Moon Studios. So they got something in common. You get these two little seats. Like I said, they will go in alt mode. And I'll show you that in a little bit. Just blue plastic. Get two of those. You get his shield for the combined mode. And it will fold up, and I'll show you it can store in train mode as well, and I'll show you that. You can also store in bot mode too. So, but there's that. You get a nice little adapter for the what's the word I'm looking for? Stand. Golly, couldn't think of the stand. Yeah, unfortunately, I do not have any stands. If you don't know by now, I am trying to move. Hopefully soon. I don't know if we're going to get to, but I do not have any stands out, but this will stick in. I'll show you where it goes, and you can use that as a stand. It looks pretty cool for the train. You do get his weapon, his nice gun. No paint, just kind of a brownish gray plastic, and you can bend down that like that, and it will store in his bot mode. And you get two pieces of track, and I like that. That's pretty cool. So you take this, and you take that, and you just combine it like this. I thought you could. There you go. I'm a liar. Golly. There you go. Golly. Couldn't get it in there. Couldn't get it in the hole. Giggity. Yeah, the tracks are kind of like a silverish, goldish color. Kind of. But nice. You got some nice texture, like rock texture and stuff and everything. That's pretty cool. So we'll put that on there in a little bit. But that is what he comes with. All right, here he is. This is Shouki. Is it Shouki or Shouki? I think it's Shouki. Here he is in his alt mode. He comes packaged in his alt mode. And he is long and strong. He's going to get his friction on. All right, let's see if I can put this on the track. It's a lot easier in front of the camera. Let's see. That's not there. There you go. So there you go. So you get, there are probably, the other ones are going to come with the tracks as well. And you can connect them and everything. I think that's awesome. I think that's pretty cool. It rolls just fine on there. Now, let me get this. With the adapter, I'll show you. So you can take this part and you can lift it up right here and turn it a little bit right there. And then you can lift this and then lift that and lift that. And what you do is you take this adapter and you're going to put it on here. And I've seen some, I watched a review And you can use the purple one, whichever one I think it was with Dinobot. It might have been Starscream actually. And you can connect it on here, and then you can put that there and everything. You can have them, you know, flying up and everything. So unfortunately, I do not have any of my stands out. I wish I did, but you know, like I said, I'm putting up everything. So you just fold this back, and then lift this up a little bit, and then turn that back. But yeah, that's what you can do with the stand if you have one. All right, so we'll take a quick look at him. Let me take this track out of the way, which is really cool. So here he is. Like I said, nicely done. I like the train mode. It looks pretty good. I wish they would have darkened out, you know, the windows. Maybe, you know, put some tint on, but it looks good. All this is paint. This white right here, this blue, the silver is all painted. It looks really good. You got the nice gray, that is painted as well. You got the silver lining around there. You got the windshield wipers. Looks very nice. But yeah, all that is painted and it's really good. And you already see underneath there. And here is the back. That is painted silver. You got that little attachment, so they are you can attach each train if you want to. So that's very nice. Once again, that's the painted. And then on this side, it looks really good. Very nicely done on the paint. You got a little yellow right there. So very, like I said, very long and strong. And it will roll. If you don't want to use the track, it will roll as well. But very nicely done. I do like the train. I like the train mode. It looks really good. So there you go. And then we'll move on. I'll show you what you can do by opening this. You can put the seats in, and you can also put the shield in there too as well. All right, I brought the track. Okay, first thing first, you can store the gun. Okay, what you're gonna do is there's a little raise up there, and it will go into this little gap right there. And you can just put that in there, and it doesn't hinder it. You can put it on the tracks. Let me see if I can put it on the tracks again. Is it gonna do it? I think yeah. So it really doesn't hinder it. You know, it still rolls. We'll do it like this. So there, you can see it doesn't, you know, hinder the movement at all. So that's pretty cool. So you can store the gun there if you want to. All right. So if you want to put the seats or the shield, what you want to do with the shield first is this can come out and it will attach. I'll show you that later. Fold this in first. Fold that in. Make sure this little thing is sticking out first on the top. Okay. All right. So what you want to do is you want to untab that right there, and then you want to open this up. So you have two holes right there. So you can take one of these, and they got two, and you just put one on the outside of this and tab it in. See if I can get it in there. All right. And then you get the other one as well. And there you go. Now, unfortunately, like I said, I do not have the humans. You can take Daniel and Spike, which are, you know, from the Masterpiece Optimus Prime, and you can fit those in there. And they fit just fine. It looks pretty cool. I wish I had them out, but I can't do that. So there you go. I don't know where they're packed up. But, you know, they're, you know, put up somewhere. So we'll take that out. Take that out. Okay. Now for this, what you want to do is you want to lift these two up. These two little gray things, little gray pieces. And you want to tab this into that little slot right there. And let's see if I can get that in there. There you go. And then you just want to close this up. And you can do the same thing with the seats as well. They'll close up just fine. And do that. That. And make sure those go underneath theirs. And tab it in a little more. Whoops. Come on. Come on, work with me. There we go. And you can store this shield in there if you want to, or you can store those two seats in there if you want to as well. You have an option. So that's pretty cool. And you can store the gun underneath. So that is what you can do with the stand and the seats and all that stuff. So, all right, there he is next to MP Sideswipe to show you some scale. A lot of people are kind of iffy on the scale. So there you go. And let me bring in, this is a Chug. This is Red Alert from Siege. You can tell right there. And then I'll throw in some legends. There's a legend scale. I think that scale's pretty good, to be honest, right there. If you know, in real life, you know, trains will be a lot longer. But there's two legend scale Transformers for that. So there you go. Scale. All right, back from transformation, and here is Shouki. All right, looking good. Now, I forgot to push down or pull down the hip flaps or the side flaps. So they're up here, and I forgot that on the transformation. Sorry about that. But here he is. Nice head sculpt. Love it. Looks very nice. All painted. All that blue is painted. The silver, the nice blue eyes, and the head crest. Looks good. Yeah, for the rest of it, it's fine. You know, a lot of backpack. You can, it's okay. I mean, at least it's flat, with there. Got a lot of gappage right here, especially right here. And that's it fills in that right there, but a lot of gappage in there. And then, yeah. Mine, for some reason, he tends to lean back a lot. He does have a lot of stuff on the back, so mine tends to do that. Okay, so real quick, take the weapon. Here's the weapon, and it plugs in. See, that's just really loose right there. It just bends backwards. He's got some weird hands, but all right. So just like Masterpiece, you just tab it in right here, and you're good to go. And it'll go on either hand. So there you go. Well, let's see if I can get it in there, golly. I'm having problems with holes tonight. Giggity. So there you go. There. All right, and there is a space you can store it. It's back here, just like you just bend that when I showed you like that. And it's going to go, I think it can go like this. There's a little tab right here. And it'll slide on the gun, and you can store it right there. All right, for the shield. So there's two ways you can store this, or you can use it. So you can open it up, flip that in, and then you want to take, let me move this down. You want to kind of slide it over this right here, and it will actually just kind of grip. But you gotta, golly, see, he just leans back like that, like Fat Joe. But you just gotta hit the sweet spots, and it will eventually tab in somewhere. Golly, I don't even know where it's gonna tab in. Oh, come on, stay straight up. Come on now. And just like that. So it tabs in, and it's okay. It's pretty cool if you leave it like that. Doesn't leave much room for articulation. Already, there's already stuff getting in the way anyway, so this just gets in more of the way. So you have that option. Now there is another option. You can fold it up like this and have, remember how you did it in the train? Leave that in. I'm not going to untab it because it takes it's a pain in the butt to tab that thing back in. But there is a slot. Remember that slot that was in the train mode? Well, you can tab that in there. You can store it there too as well if you want to. So, but I'm not going to untab it because it's a pain in the butt. And another thing is, look at this. I mean, he really can't. He's always in an A stance. I mean, I don't know if that bothers people. It don't bother me, but I just want to, point that out. You really can't put his legs together, so he can't stand straight up. These little two parts are always going to hit each other. So yeah, so there you go. That is what you can do with the weapon and the shield. So we're going to go over some articulation. All right, for the head, nice articulation. You can look down a little bit, not much, but you can look up quite a bit. And I think you untab that, and you can look down even more. But once again, like that came untabbed just to go. This is a kind of a pain in the butt during the transformation. Not terrible, but to get that lined up, and then have to get this lined up again. Golly, I'm going to do this off camera, but I guess you can, there it goes. Okay, not too bad. But, beautiful paint job. All this chest, the Autobot symbol, the yellow, the blue, all this right here is all painted. Very nicely done on the paint, I have to say that. But you can go all the way around, and you get a little attitude as well. Beautiful head sculpt. I do like the head sculpt. It is very nicely done. I like the pretty blue eyes. All right, for the arms, so you got these little shoulder pads, 80s woman's working shoulder pads. You can go all the way up to there for 90 degrees. Now, you have to lift this up to get this up. You're not going to go all the way around, but you can get up to there That's pretty good, I guess. You got to move that out of the way. You do have a double elbow, which will get you very nice elbow range. So that is good. You do have a bicep swivel. That is good. And once again, you got this little flap and everything. It is painted, just like, in the train mode. And once again, this thing is leaning forward or backwards. Golly. All right, got a swivel over the hand, and that is it. Now the thumb, that's weird. He's got weird fingers. So you got the booger picker by itself. Sorry if I didn't see that, but you got the booger picker by itself, and the other 3 fingers are on one pin, but they all got the, the like that. So, and this moves like this, and that is it. So it's a weird hand. I don't know. For a masterpiece figure, I think you would want all the fingers to move all at once, or separately if you want to do that. Okay, and then these things right here, which get in the way, you can flare these out if you want to. You can keep them in like that if you want to. They do get in the way. Just going to point that out. You do got a little curvature for that. Golly. All right. Waist swivel. It is there. You can get pretty good right there. No ab crunch or anything like that. I would, expect for a masterpiece figure to have an ab crunch, but anyways, all right. So you can move this flap and move these flaps up right here, which is nice. And tensioned out, you can get the full Van Damme, but they are kind of, on my side, it's a little loosey-goosey. This side's a little better. So, but they got strong, hard ratchets for up there for the kick. Pretty good. And a little back. This gets in the way. Thigh swivel. Yeah, more than 90 degrees for the knee bend. But all this stuff just in the way. My gosh. It's got tons and tons of kibble. My gosh. All right. For the feet. Did the knee. Okay. For the feet, you can move these down a little bit. And this will come untabbed. Okay, so you get a toe tilt down. You do get a nice, decent rocker if you move these down a little bit. Upwards, you get a little, but it feels like you can get more, but I don't want to break it. So it's not getting very much up there. But you do get a little toe tilt up and down with just the toe. So the foot, you do get a little rocker, but once again, kibble just gets in the way. All this stuff right here gets in the way. All right, so that is it. And then you got the back. And then once you move these down, this will go with it. So you got to hold that. It just gets in this way. It really does. Okay. And the back, like I said, you got that big gap and hole. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff. And then I guess the gun fills in a little bit, but you still got some gappage in there. And I don't think that, for a masterpiece figure, that should not happen. But that's just me. So there you go. That is articulation and sculpt work of Shouki, one of the Trainbots. Come on now. Come on. There you go. All right, for some scale, I threw in some Masterpiece and some Chug figures. So you got MP Optimus Prime, you got one of the Carbots with Sideswipe, then I threw in Fans Toys Outrider, that is a Trailbreaker, you know that. Then I also threw in Siege Optimus Prime, and then Sideswipe as well. A lot of people were kind of, he's really short when they showed pictures with him and Optimus Prime, but he is taller than the Carbots, and a lot of people put Hound on there too as well. So I think, they showed the scale, all the scale charts and everything. They are scaled correctly, I think. So, but if you want to use them for your Chug, I guess you could if you want to. But if you want to use them for the masterpiece, that'll be good too if you want to. So there you go. There is some scale for you. And Crapagon is crappy toilet paper, some Lysol, Care Bears, Kicker, and Squeaks for more scale. Oh, and real quick, there is the Moonshine, or the Moon Studios one of Shouki. Just want to show you some comparisons on how much bigger he is. And now this one was the worst QC out of all the other 6, so it's not a really good example. But there they are. Looks pretty cool. right, so here he is in combine mode. I don't know if these are supposed to tab in anywhere. I guess it just sits there. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess, you know. It's the chest. I guess the head will come on somebody else. But I don't know if these are supposed to... I guess they're just supposed to sit up like that. They really don't tab in. The legs don't tab anywhere. If you want to display it, you know, if you want to wait for the rest of them to come in, you can use the adapter for the stand, if you have a stand. And you just put that in, and then you can tab into the stand if you want to. This is not the securest. I think... Okay. I know what I did. My bad. Okay, so with this, you also got that, and then you got this over here to tab over, or like that. So to make it a little more secure, let's see if I can do it. Is it supposed to do that? There we go. Okay, yeah. So you got to put that over there, and then tab it in there like that. So yeah, there's the combine mode. Yeah, it's fine. You know, it's cool. I don't know if I'm going to get the rest of these, but we'll see. But there you go. All right, folks, let's talk about some MPG Shouki. Yeah, I don't think I'm in on the set. I don't know for sure yet. Now, I love the train mode. The train mode is my favorite. It looks good. The paint looks good. I like it has a track. You have an option to use a stand as well. And if I was to go in on these, I think I would leave them in train mode and put my Moon Studio, you know, leave my Moon Studio one as a Raiden. So I love the train mode. So yeah, I definitely recommend that if you want them for train modes. Transformation is not terrible. You know, it's a lot better than the Moon Studios, I can tell you that. It's not bad. The legs are, you know, pretty simple. The upper, you know, to get this how it is kind of a pain in the butt, and to get things to stick. Now, to get things to stay tabbed in, that's a pain in the butt sometimes, because once you start moving, sometimes something will untab, you know, and it just, I don't know, stuff just gets in the way. That don't stay on that well either for me. You know, so, you know, transformation is not bad. You know, the first time you read it or you do it, it might be a little, you know, challenging, but after you do it, it's not, you know, bad at all. Golly, he just will not stand up because he just keeps leaning back. That's the issue of mine. It just, that ratchet right there, just, it won't just stay up. The bot mode, you know, it's a lot of stuff, man. There's a lot of kibble. All this right here, this is just really a mess, to be honest. I mean, for a masterpiece figure that's, you know, claims to be a masterpiece figure, come on now. That's just, I don't know. That's not, it doesn't look good at all. So, you know, look-wise, just, you know, we'll move on to articulation. You know, it does have decent articulation, but just stuff gets in the way. You know, you got this, the 80s woman working shoulder pads. You got these things getting away. You know, doing this gets in the way, doing the back thing. You know, this one's kind of loose on there. I wish he had a better, you know, a little more. You would think he would need a little more. It is a pretty good, you know, rocker, but, you know, nothing really toe back, you know, not much. You know, it feels like it, I don't know, man. It's a hard to do that. You know, it feels like it wants to give a little more, but not really. So it just runs into that right there. So, yeah, not well articulated with the feet. And you can't, you know, he has to stand in an A stance, which, you know, that's, a lot of people don't care about that. But just to be, you know, just, this runs into each other right here. But, you know, it's just stuff gets in his way. You know, like when, you know, just when you're doing articulation, stuff will just come untabbed. And yeah, now paint is good. I like the paint. A lot of blue paint, this white paint. Like I said, the paint looks really good on the train mode. But he does have some really good paint. The head sculpt I really like as well. Engineering, like I said, the transformation's fine. It's okay. The materials, you know, they feel fine. You know, when I got the box, it had a good weight to it, but he does not really have any die cast, I don't think. The wheels are die cast, but I don't think he does have any die cast anywhere else. But, you know, the materials, I mean, they're fine. It's just, you know, he just got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, you know, for me, definitely train mode. If I want to get the rest of them, I paid about $120 for him. Not bad. But you can also get the Moon Studios for $120 too. So, you know, there's that. I just recommend these for the train modes, to be honest. The combined mode, look, you know, is fine. You know, it's going to be fine, I guess. I don't know. I mean, if I do get them all, I am going to combine them, you know, just to review it or something. But I just really like the train mode. There's a lot of stuff gets in this way. See, I mean, just all this stuff gets in the way, and just, he's got big old calves and big old legs, but then they're hollow. And this thing right here just really pisses me off. It just, I don't know. Yeah, it's not good in bot mode for me, but you may like it. But yeah, hit me up some likes, shares, prayers, and care bears. Go and hit that sub button if you don't mind. It all helps out the channel. And hit me up some comments. Tell me you thought of the review. And I guess I'll see you in the next Transform review. And as always, be good to yourself. Man, hell freaking Hasbro and Takara. And good night, folks. Yeah. A lot of panels, too. I didn't mention that. There's a lot of panels, especially in the train mode. But listen, I love the train mode. It just, this, come on now. That's not good at all. Come on, Takara. Y'all better than that. Hopefully the other trains will be a little better. We'll see. But yeah, but I love the head sculpt. Y'all take care. Love y'all like step cousins. Bro Tide.